You have done well to
No
bring
way.
about her
No,
repentance.
don't tell me. Oh no.
Oh
Sorry.
my God!
Hello, welcome back again, guys. We are trying to find an inn. I've been looking around. Apparently, there's supposed to be one shady-looking inn. The inn turns away all who are not the nobility. It's infuriating. Please don't take this the wrong way. But do I no longer look the part? How far have I fallen? You've fallen pretty far. A bar on every block, a flagon in every hand. The next round's on Loveless. No, I doubt he was thinking. Seriously. A slogan like that? I doubt he was thinking. On the other hand, he did make it through the tournament, so you can't write him off. We can kick him out, though, because seriously, what a silly idea. Having a bar, it won't solve the economy. It won't solve the people's problem. Lena, you're the one who gave that speech in Martira. I guess we're both able to make it here safely to Brownhaven. And here, were you planning to stay in this inn? Unfortunately, there aren't any beds left because of the exhibition. Everywhere is full up. And after I told myself I was going to make sure to stay somewhere nice this time too.
I see.
That's so. If this place is no good, we'll have to look for somewhere else. But wait, that gauntlet runner of yours, the one you had parked in the middle of Martira, it had a more powerful chassis than mine. Tell me, what sort of technology does it use? I don't really know. What a shame. You got inside without even knowing how it worked. Your group must have quite a talented engineer. You know, right? I'm a competitor too, and I'm very proud of my gauntlet runner. That means that if you're stubborn and refuse to tell me, I can make you do it by force. Sure, go ahead. I doubt you'll do it. Milo, you there. You have a look about you like one of my supporters, are you? Who are you again? You truly haven't heard of me. Oh, I'm shocked. And yet, how lucky you are to be granted the privilege of my exquisite form for the first time. Beauty is all, is my creed. And more than anything, a king should be beautiful, should he not? And whichever inn I choose for my beauty rest must be worthy of my resplendent grace. Yes, like this golden coral pavilion. Alas, I doubt you have been blessed with wealth enough to enjoy a room at such a lavish place as this. This guy's a jerk. I wouldn't want to stay at an inn full of people like him anyway. Yeah, I wouldn't. Unfortunately, all the other decent inns seems to be full. So we only got one choice left. I really don't want to, but should we check out the spider's den? We heard about it from Lovelace earlier. Yes, we should. Where even is that place?
Alright then.
Oh, that's the place. Oh, Watcher, I see. Well met, young elder. I saw you earlier in Martira. Impressive what you did in that town. It's just a hunch of mine, but was it a noble behind all the abductions? That's exactly the kind of thing those rich guys would do for fun. It's not that simple. So I am right, you mean? I knew it. Those nobles love nothing more than to flatten themselves on other people's coins. You heard my speech, didn't you? You don't need taxes, laws, or gods. Only freedom. Seriously, freedom for what? Freedom to become another a slave to another master or something? In essence, those who earn the most on their own merits are the winners. You and I might be battling it out to decide that soon. Your way is wrong, man. Here it is. Oh, this is the innkeeper? Oh, on the hunt for lodging, are we? I have a spare room available. I won't refuse ever to anyone, and my rooms are affordable for all. Criminals, persecuted tribes, Oh no, I wouldn't dream of turning business
Enjoy your
away.
stay.
Feel free to have a look at the accommodations. We can discuss payment afterwards.
Kind of
This place
freaky.
really seems shady, but we might as well look at the room. Why are you laughing like that, old man? I thought you were nice.
Well, should have figured
shit.
they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town.
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
Did you see that
boy.
giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
What?
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Well, listen
What?
to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Yeah.
Hence the hut.
That's why you lived in that hut.
What?
More importantly, we
No
must
way.
discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
No way. Seriously?
Right.
What characters
You
we
meet up
have.
with Joanna, then
For
get
real.
to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Louise.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she would join us?
We have to trust her.
We have to trust her.
You just
She
have
chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part. I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the dais. After
Oh
all,
man, no.
the bounty still says I'm a kidnapper.
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory.
Yeah.
But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Right. We've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head on.
Too early yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears. And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh? Could be my last, after all.
Oh man, don't
haha,
say it like
very
that.
funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
Don't say it like that, Heismay. You will live. We will protect you, don't worry.
What are we without beauty? What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
Sounds like the candidates
bad.
have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a
Beauty will
bit.
fade away soon. You'll grow old and wrinkly.
With all
won't
skills
be
and
beautiful.
talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one? Beauty is power. Lack one, you should lack the other. When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a
Ridiculous.
nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
That's not how it works.
I love you, Lord Milo! I love you forever!
Well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right.
You'd
Yeah.
rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
Enough about appearance. A beautiful face cannot win wars. Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing. When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Rousant tribe at its head. Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command. Hear, hear, for Rousant pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
When I'm queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men! we'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open. Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be a head lighter. We'll split their fortunes and toast to our health.
Preach it, Katharina! You're just what this land needs!
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne, then?
Everyone's just
Yeah,
shouting all their
obviously.
ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Ford.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
I confess,
True about that.
I know not how to feel.
Hmm?
'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
Well, if this is the first time people are talking to each other about the kingdom, then isn't this somewhat of a good change? They get to know what's happening in the world. Even this guy's here
When
for
I'm
real.
king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Woo! Next round's on Loveless.
Let fools
This
be
guy's
content with their
crazy,
fool
bro.
dreams. Grant me the
Alcohol
crown,
is
and I
like
will make
the-
our kingdom powerful
The
beyond
reason
the
why
measure.
there's
Most
a
powerful?
lot of bad
Doesn't really
happening in
mean
the world.
anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
Wow, he's upset for real.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, ain't he? Are you a candidate too? Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Yeah.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've
It's an
heard of
aquarium.
this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I
What,
admit,
really?
I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain?
We could? That's insane. Seriously. Fish up the fish. What is that? I caught some weird creepy creature. We're gonna eat that?
Is that
Wait, it's
really
still moving.
edible? It doesn't look quite, natural.
By all means, let us try it.
Did she even look at it?
Why, tis delicious. The aroma of the
what?
sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid
Seriously, where did this ugly slug came out from? I thought it was just
Guess I'll
fish.
try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
What? At least we'll die together.
At least we'll die together.
Oh, well, I was the one who suggested fishing. Right. The noble thing to do is see it through. Ugh. It's rather slimy for my liking.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
Tis fine
yeah.
enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
But sear it, at least boil it or something. Come on.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me.
Yeah, of course. we
Sounds like you
remember
made a hell of a
Seriously.
splash in Martira, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
How'd you hear about it?
How did you hear about all this? It's a crier's business to hear things. So, do you have a head ready?
Well, let's see. Gotta head right here, I suppose.
I see,
Lips
okay.
sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you, all right?
That crier's an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
What? We have a backstory for this NPC? Oh no, we
Rumor
don't.
has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums. But his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me! Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
Well, we are rivaling Luis, so we have to have the same power. Joanna and Barden should reach the city by morning, and I imagine they will aim to find us in our gauntlet runner. Nearest ought to be there to greet them. When the day dawns, we should head to the gauntlet runner. So today, when we can't do anything else, of course we can't. Shouldn't go right now. The other candidate's speech seems practically identical. I'd not trust those types with the country myself. Is there no one who can truly rival Luis or Forden? Pitiful candidates, yeah. Rhylehaven is positively rife with tourists. I myself have long awaited the delicacies here, and indeed, it was still so delicious. I wish to eat every fish in the restaurant's tank. Fish so fresh, it still wriggles in the mouth. Now that's a port city speciality. What's that look about it? You don't find it appetizing? I don't want to eat another slug. I have a favor to ask you. Would you mind lending me any unused blankets? Sure. For defense, you understand? Oh, understandable. For defense against the bugs, okay. Just in case, otherwise, while I'm sleeping, I'd be unprotected against apologies, against bugs. Okay. I want no contact with them whatsoever, awake or asleep, so I thought I might bundle myself in blankets at night. Yes, I know this place is warm as it is. Yes, I am prepared for the inevitable night sweats. Nevertheless, I'd be grateful to have any spare blankets. Anything to protect myself from bugs. Yeah, I would not sleep with roaches on my head.
Let's rest.
It's already time for the exhibition of the brave. Huh? Our current inn is a bit of a dump. But let's try to make sure we still get plenty of rest. Let's rest. There's nothing else to do.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Joanna must be here. She has to be. We put our faith in her. Oh no, not again.
The man's sloshed. Again.
What happened
Seriously,
to
he's a
waiting
pirate
for
captain,
our
alright?
guests?
From One Piece.
You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
That's just great.
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
Let's all stay
Let's
calm.
all stay calm, all right?
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
Huh? What? What just happened? Seriously, he just showed
My
up?
sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
What? What do you mean
come
come
to
in?
be here? Explain yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were
Huh?
here the whole time?
I'm so
What?
terribly sorry. We heard the gauntlet runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I
What?
bathed first and was resting in the back room. contemplating my final day as a sanctuarist.
Sir Nurse over
Seriously?
there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a bally thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins.
What?
It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh,
What?
please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions.
Wait, how long have they
I only
been
sought to
here?
atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand.
Oh man.
Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
A fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
I intend
Yes.
to.
I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our
And
preparations are
selfish
set.
gains.
We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
At least just bring the head of the baby. Where's the baby's head? We slayed that thing like for 1 hour.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne. At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
20! 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church, better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus.
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer.
Wow.
We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your
The
mind
best.
as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood. And,
Seriously.
well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them. I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're
That's
enjoying your stay.
Just rude. Wow.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
So
Wow,
she's
seriously.
a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Cygnus is their family's name? Wow. We got 2 days of stories here. Can't do anything today, man.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin! First up is a respected gentleman of the church. Gizmo, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy!
When did they get that head for real? It's just a fish! Okay, I guess it's fine. I thought we were bringing a human
I've no
head or something.
taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
A stand-up fellow.
Okay, that's actually pretty good. Pretty good reason.
And compassion in one package. He's got the crowd on his side right from the start. Now,
He's somewhat
is there
okay for real.
anyone who can top this?
I can.
And we have a challenger. Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Gladel the Black Hound!
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
Where's your proof?
Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure.
Yeah, oh yeah, humans are like myth in this
Candidate
place.
Gladel, we're very much obliged. You may step down.
Yikes, that's sad.
Now, on to the
Well, it does look like
next.
a head of a human. The one with the egg. The eggshell. A squid! Giant squid! Who's this? Forden caught this thing!
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
I didn't think a monster would be a squid. I thought it would be a human.
Another class. Suddenly the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
Because they're all...
Gordon's trophy is more
They all
impressive
have-
than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
It's fine.
He'll be
We'll
fine.
just have to believe.
If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now.
It must be small, is it? Can we actually beat
Thank
that?
you, Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation. Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show. Now,
Most people here are part of the Sanctus, right? So of course they will vote for Forden, right?
Join us on the stage.
It's a me.
Where's their head?
Where's the human baby for real?
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martira? Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence! You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Gizmo? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Gizmo. The you chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martira. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What?
Yikes.
Absurd! Speak sense, woman!
Master Gizmo is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, Captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's... Well, that's quite a turn of events. We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet.
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A
Seriously, nobody believes us? Of course, dude.
What will His Eminence Falden do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
He speaks.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
No way. No, don't tell me.
What? Right here and now? Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please.
Yes.
Lead this country armed with the truth.
I will promise.
I will. I promise.
No longer babies will be killed because of their tribe differences. Oh no. Sorry. You're sorry. But that's how it works. Yikes.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls. If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
We have to win now.
Those crazy kids have done it again.
What a show!
Seriously, she's all about the entertainment for real. 49. I wonder if we are gonna fall down after this. After the events of the exhibition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. I hope this eventually leads to saving the prince. Yikes. And I knew this would happen. She would get executed for killing kids. That's not good.
Barden just departed,
Yeah.
wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them. It's all we can do, really.
Not bad, pups.
He's here! No way, what?
You were passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand men, see?
No way!
Now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not
that's
our
not.
intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah.
Same idea.
A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
We only righted the wrong.
No. We only righted a wrong. And you weren't afraid to make an enemy of the church to do it. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis.
That's true. For
We
real.
should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, loves. I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon. So stay in the city, would you?
A messenger.
And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Okay. A
Master
messenger,
Luis.
you say?
Master Luis was just here. What happened?
Well,
Yeah.
he just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
Damn it. What's so special about those fools?
Wow, he's jealous. You jelly. He's jelly. Seriously. We got his attention now.
Luis
You
is
can't
having
mess
a
this
go
up.
for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
It's not a done deal, though. It could be a trap as well. It's not a done deal.
Not a done deal.
Still, it is a significant step forward. We've crossed a dangerous bridge, and the risk paid off. We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
No, we don't.
But he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
It has to be in his gauntlet runner, right? It's in his pockets.
Oh
yeah,
my
right.
God!
It's in his gauntlet
Wouldn't that
runner.
be inside his gauntlet runner?
It's as good a chance
So
as any.
ginormous.
Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Good point. Let's just wait for word then.
Could it be Joanna?
Joanna.
I mean, Juna, not Joanna.
Traitoress denies me my moment of triumph. She defiles the very church itself. Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Well, that benighted tribe never stopped dogging my heels.
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the Church is loyalty to the state.
I assume you have a plan?
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty. The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable. Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Your
Is that how? Seriously?
On that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
Seriously, she's like,
You are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
She's just like, she's just a face.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
A weapon that can break the king's magic, you say? So what, it can pierce through the chains or something?
Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Louis's man. Night Prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. I feel like this Night Prowler is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
On the city's outskirts. Seems fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Louis a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
I'll hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Louis's craft, eh?
Right then. Let's be off to this Night Prowler.
Night Prowler it is then. Seriously, of course, if the state religion would be sanctism or something, right? That means everyone shouldn't deny their ruler to be foreign. The place should be on the edge of town, I've heard. The ferrymen should know how to get there. Oh, I see. We can ask the boatman. I bet we can't do anything else besides going here. Where are you off to? Angler's Inn, Night Prowler. Ah, so you're the ones who and them brothers were talking about then. I've heard all about it. So go on, hop in right behind me. Seriously, the tournament is literally just a show for Sanctus. I mean, they did fund it after all, so makes sense. Now then we have to watch our backs then. They might have a plan for us. We're still like, what, the 49th? Are we protected at all? Oh, it's these guys, Fidelio.
Look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at my big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in and make some points for my own life.
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right?
Everyone's watching for real? We're getting sinister looks from the whole pub.
What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
I treat all tribes equally. Wait a minute. We're talking to them here, so that whatever comes to them goes to Luis, right? So we can't say that we had what our motives are. We have to say like, I don't want to be king.
To be honest, I don't really want to be king.
Of course you don't. If you did, we'd kill you on the spot. You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
So how you got it right, okay. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? You don't know. I don't like Gordon or his church. I admire Master Luis's power.
I admire Master Luis's power.
What? As an elder? Want to get a little payback on the world too, do you?
Despite having been a general, he has Parapus as some of his closest allies. That alone marks a man worth following.
Huh.
Whatever. You got some brass tea, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than that Gladel ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardel's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now, you're in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you.
I see. Okay.
Come on then.
We got it.
Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the king's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some, what, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments, and, well, you know how that ends.
Is that a threat, for
We
real?
finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
Gallica, yes. She's small.
Wait, me?
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Once we're in the Sky
smaller.
Runner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
That's what I'm talking about. Finally, that we get stuff going now.
Where?
So?
Luis's gauntlet runner. The Caradrius. Is that how you... I can't play that, can I? No, I cannot. Caradrius. Okay. Is stationed in Warship Harbor. Let's take a ferry to get us over there. Already? We're going there already? Okay, so right now we're gonna go to Caradrius, right? Caradrius, right? Caradrius, that's how you pronounce it. Oh wait, it's right there, isn't it? Behind us. I remember it was red and ginormous, like a boat. Warship.
Incredible.
Wow, it didn't hit me until we got right up close to it. But this runner really is huge. Hey. Oi, over here. Keep your heads out of the clouds, will ya?
Sam.
You bumpkins can fawn over the radius all you want later. We won't be flying for a good while anyway. What with the soiree and all? What with the soiree and all? Soiree? What's that? Hey Bass, how about you don't go telling them anything they don't need to know? We aren't officially friends yet. Now follow me. I'll give you the grand tour. Oh, and a friendly warning. Be on your best behavior. You try anything clever, you're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Lord Luis, dead on the spot. Got it? Right. Not shy about making threats. We'll stay on his good side, okay?
Seriously.
Let's not test his patience then, eh? Lord Luis is in the reception room, and you don't want to keep him waiting.
We're off.
Let's head to the runner and we gotta follow them. What's this place? We've never been here before.
Check this out.
Look over there, the entrance to the runner. What's this? Let's chat with everybody. No way, are we gonna talk? Are we gonna battle? No way, why is war here? That means we're gonna have to fight somebody. We've got to see the first foothold for our infiltration. Soon enough, Luis will be within our grasp.
If I may.
Odell coming through here an awful lot. You know him, don't you? One of the Luis's faction candidates. Sometimes he got this beast of a dog with him too. Beast of a dog? I thought he... Oh, the dog, right? The beast. How we call it beast though? I mean, dogs are beasts. Sad to see a man with a temper like his with a pet, but wouldn't you know it? He's sweet on that dog. Somewhere at the bottom of his black heart, he thinks that dog's cute or something. Strangest thing you ever did see.
Indeed.
This runner bears more in common with a castle than a carriage. I can hardly imagine what its interior must be like. It must be like a fancy hallway or something. Okay, let's go to Academia. We gotta prepare ourselves here.
So, you've acquired a new
indeed
archetype.
appears as though you acquired a new archetype. Okay. What other archetypes do we have? We have this one. Surprise upset. What's this? Strong enemies are stunned more easily in overworld combat. Deals medium physical strike damage to one enemy without power. Proportional to the caster's remaining HP. Increases the critical hit rate when knocking out an enemy and beginning squad battles. Tiger eruption. Oh, I see. Mask dancer. Wait, do you think we would get Juna on our side right now? So I gotta have Mask Dancer with me. We will soon, alright? Mask Dancer, Mask... Oh wait, what? Mask Dancer. Seeker... Now we'll go Kande on him. We'll go all out. Okay, you know what? Let's go stick with that.
Luis.
Let's pet the cat before we go. Oh no, man. The guy didn't give me anything. On last chat with Heisman, it is impossible to discern how much trust the brothers will afford us. Keeping our guard up around them will be crucial.
Got it.
And here we are. Go on in.
Leaving.
Don't wander off until you get used to it. This place can be a real maze.
Oh, yeah?
Wow, there's so many soldiers here. I suppose we should have expected as much from Luis's stronghold. I feel like we're always being watched.
Well,
like it or not, an Elder recruit is always going to stand out, but we're on the same side as all of them for now, so stand tall.
And yet...
Oi! You're not serious.
You're not serious, an Elder.
Hey!
It's you. I saw the exhibition. You put on a quite show, eh? You really gave the Sanctus what for. And you're one of us now, aren't you? Well, cheers to new friends. Cheers, mate.
That reminds me.
Oh, you're the Elder candidate that I've been hearing about. Apparently, Lady Juna likes you too. She's staking her claim on some kid, even though she's already with Lord Louis. Dang, Lady Juna's got stamina to spare. What are you talking about?
Got it.
Bruh. She's got a liking to us. The reception room is on the top floor. The lift will get you there.
What in the...
What was that? Happens to everyone. Is that some sort of magic controlled blocking mechanism? Yeah. It keeps the suspicious element out. You know, like the guys pretending they're grunts when they're actually assassins.
I see.
Seems like a secure system. I assume you need a key to get around.
Yeah.
Yep, there's different keys for different areas. Only a select few ranking soldiers have them. You want to walk freely around the runner, then you're going to have to move up our ranks a bit first. What does that even mean?
Evidently.
Keys are only given to ranking soldiers, is it? Navigating this place may prove difficult without those in our possession. We will need to acquire them then. Oi, already trading treacherous whispers amongst yourself, eh? Quit the gossip and get on already. So what, we can't infiltrate this place or something? We have to. We have to earn his trust.
Oh, nice.
It's much bigger than I thought it. I almost forgot we're inside a gauntlet runner. It looks like a dungeon. Quit looking around so much. Now what have we got here? Are we letting schoolboys in the ranks now? These kids are our new recruits? What's this? So that's all it took, eh? A little show at the exhibition. Used to be you'd have to prove yourself before you could stand with the Count's men.
No.
They got Lord Louis's approval. If that's not enough for you, I'd keep it to yourself. Before someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of this?
Was he's like the high and mighty leader of their army, the white class or something, right? What these... I don't know about that. Against me, please, I'm a sergeant. We could settle this right here, right now. They'll be whipping you off the walls.
Don't even try it.
Oh, leave it out, Sam. Get your butt back to your post. That's an order. Just get this through your tiny heads. Power is everything around here. I give you 3 days at most till you run home with tails between your legs.
Seriously.
You just gonna stand there, or you gonna move on? Come on.
Here.
And this would be Lord Louis's quarters. Just a reception room. Alas, he'd be daft to show a pack of strangers straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he?
All right.
Lord Louis is waiting inside. Enter.
Hey.
Guess that's my cue. I'll try looking around for this formula. Be careful, lots of sharp eyes about. I'll try. You all stay safe too. See you soon, I hope. I hope her wings doesn't flutter too much.
A beautiful city, Brialhaven. But it is its identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War. If your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive. You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else. Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come.
Here we go.
So are you... Okay. What's your plan against
How do you
Forden?
plan on winning against Forden?
I will kill him.
Huh?
Not that my victory rests on doing so. That man and Sanctism both are malignant tumors in this country's flesh and must be excised to save it.
Aren't candidates protected by the king's magic?
The king is not a god. There is always a way.
True. Seriously.
It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
We are much obliged.
This is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall. A proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. Might take off a whole limb.
That'll
You
work.
hesitate. Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
All about power. It seems we have no choices.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Ha! Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance,
Oh, is that a
the
joke
party
or
should
something?
be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the
Feast
meantime,
hall.
do as you will.
I wonder how Galka's search is going.
Only this area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! I have to hide!
Yikes. Hide on the ceiling or something. Oh, what? It doesn't air vest. Why did you go through there? You could get through. Yeah, for real. You could have gone to the locked
Is this
door
the other side of
anytime.
that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming?
Oh, it's Juno. What?
Figures they'd show up now. Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters, and we thought in case you needed.
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear. How awkward for us both.
You mean, idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. We'll make ourselves scarce.
That's it. The guards will bow down to her.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between. I've got to get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How were these arranged again? A magic spell? Is that the formula?
She's got it. Follow her. Come on.
Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big, and now I know where it is.
Can we be certain that that is the formula that we're looking for?
Jolly good! You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her. I hope she's all right.
It seems you worried for naught.
There she is.
Back!
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is! I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but
it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge of each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
Apparently the soiree will be held at the luxury inn that caters exclusively to the upper class. The soldiers manning his runner are bound to have duties in town that day.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded. This is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
You would have the guest of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
What do you think? It would be risky as a near solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
Yeah, I don't know how. He'll be in more danger than I.
You'll be the ones in the most danger, won't you?
I can hardly deny it. You're right. And I'm well aware of the fact.
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
Oh, so we're not gonna valor anybody. Okay, so what's that with more? For real?
That reminds me.
By the way, do you remember the man we met in Luis's gauntlet runner? He seemed very proud of his strength.
Yes.
As he was rather full of himself. Yes, Sergeant Zantz. Was it? He got told to go back to his post, which makes me wonder. He might be in charge of one of the runner sectors.
I see.
That would be unfortunate. I could tell his strength was formidable, even to be near him. I doubt we would simply let us pass. In any case, we should probably rest up for today. We can talk in more detail in the morning.
Got it?
The success of our infiltration depends entirely on our preparations after tomorrow. Don't worry, as long as we work together, we'll find the solution. Wait, he said the 13th, so what?
Let's rest.
Let's see, let's check the calendar. When would be the 13th? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 weeks, around about 4 weeks. On Abbas Day, you say.
May I speak?
The day the Princess Awakening may be nearer than we realize. We got to make our preparations before that soiree. The songstress has been in Luis's private chambers. Not that I would judge her, I suppose. At any rate, the operation begins tomorrow. Let rest well tonight.
Good night.
Okay, so it's next day.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
This is getting tense. So today we should be accepting a bunch of requests. Okay. Now, starting today, we need to work on an infiltration route to Luis's private headquarters. Private quarters. The issue is those in charge of each area, the ones holding the keys. Without seeing they make a formidable lineup. What shall we do? Maybe the simplest option is the best option. Get them alone. Beat their key from them and push forward. What? Seriously? If we mean to attack, a short, decisive encounter is the order of the day. If they call for a reinforcement, we may not fare so well. Luis's subordinates have attained their rank through martial prowess. If we wound their pride, negotiation may still be on the table. I don't think if we battle them, then that means Won't they recognize our faces? We have to cover our faces then, like a ninja or something. This is a new challenge. This is a challenge unlike any we've faced so far.
Yeah.
Right, a new situation calls for new tactics. We ought to build up our strength by hunting bounties and the like, or we may end up over our heads. Unlike previous operations, time is of the essence when infiltrating. What do you mean time is of the essence? We literally ran away from a worm's butt. Seriously. We escaped through a worm's butt, so of course we can handle it, right? A certain number of turns, all the officers are quite strong, and each will require you to be tactical. Gather information about them in town and utilize the request to strengthen your ability.
Then
You could dig up some dirt through an informant. Who knows? They might have a weakness we can exploit. Well then, before we can secure our route to his quarters, it sounds like we have to do some digging before the day of the soiree.
Let's focus.
Infiltrate the Caradrius. Inclement weather conditions that may occur in Rylehaven. Meet you with your allies in a warship harbor to infiltrate Louis's Gauntlet Runner. Oh, so that's why the interior of Louis's Gauntlet Runner is divided into 4 areas. You'll need to obtain special key from the person in charge of the bridge. Don't forget, you need to gain access to Louis's quarters by the day of the soiree.
What's in there?
What is this? The Phantom Thieves or something? Staying with the blood of my children. Sorry, blood and children. Oh, have I seen you somewhere before? Now that I mention it, I do recall seeing an elder boy at the exhibition, and one that looked to be the same age as you. They say you've been traveling across the country helping all those in need. If that's true, then may I ask you aid? During a training exercise, the city guard corps were ambushed by a human. There were many casualties, especially among the youngest recruits. I need a special medicine to save them, but the shop stocks are exhausted and I can't make it myself, as it requires ingredients found only within a monster-infested forest. I'll get them. You'll do it, truly. I cannot thank you enough. Dragon Thistle Berry, Acacia Forest, okay. And former main.
If you can help, let's give it a shot.
Whoa.
So we have to go to the north side, Acacia Forest. There should be a place just to park the runner between the trees.
This
let's
place.
See. Oh, and there's a quest right here from a kid, you say, right?
Excuse me?
Kindly boy. Please, mister, make me your apprentice.
Huh?
Apprentice? What is this? Where is this coming from? You're the candidate from the exhibition, right? One of my friends saw it and started talking about how cool you were. So I want you to be like you, mister. Please let me be your apprentice.
No,
Ah, so that's why. But we can't exactly take a kid like you with us. If you want this friend of yours to notice you, I'm sure there's another way, like getting them something they like. Oh, that might be good. It's my friend's birthday soon, so a gift would be great. Maybe flowers, like from the flower shop. Oh wait, my friend wouldn't want any old flower. You can get it from this city. That's boring. I got it. I'll go exploring outside the city and look for a wild flower. Sure, if you want to get eaten by wild humans, it's way too dangerous for a kid to go wandering out there. We got a gauntlet runner, so how about leaving this one to us? Leave it to me. You're really nice, mister. Then will you bring me a flower?
If so,
You can become Blight supporter in return. Basically, you just gotta cheer him on to help him become king. Okay, easy. I'll be your supporter, promise. Oh, my friend's birthday is August 10th, so before that.
right.
Oh, I see. I bet a church would have it. Why not stop by St. Fermis Church and ask? Good.
Let's give it a shot.
The rainbow flower and turn in the request. Okay. Dental distress. Where would that be? Wait, this old man. Dang, those dudes think I'm making this up. I definitely saw it. I know I did.
That's how
Yow.
it's gonna be, is it?
I'm in no mood to be gold at a kid. My teeth are killing me here. It hurts so much. I've started seeing tooth monsters. At this rate, I'm gonna need my teeth extracted, almost all of them. If only some kind generous soul could help me. I need a certain item to cure my toothache. If only some kind fellow would bring it to me, I'll give 15,000 reeds. Tell me more. Twing? Fantastic. I knew you seemed reliable from the first time I laid eyes on. I feel like I've seen you before somewhere. Right, you were a candidate at the exhibition. Then that makes this easy. This thing I need, just a quick jaunt away if you got a gauntlet runner. Inundo. Pride of Inundo. Toothbrush of Hygienia. I need to buy some. Okay. I'll wait for all kinds. Okay.
Give it a shot. That's where you want to go.
What's up there?
Just can't stand it.
I tried to go there myself, but every step just made my teeth hurt even more. Ow. You okay there, buddy? Looks like I'm not going anywhere. Guess I'll be waiting here. That hurts.
Give it a shot.
Boy, this guy needs help. We better go buy that toothbrush of Hygienia as soon as we can. Hey, this guy.
I'm in trouble now.
Dang it all. My clients are expecting a delivery soon, and these fool horns are hardly an ideal canvas for my outstanding workmanship. Hey, what's got you hollering like that? Oh, I'm simply a craftsman who takes pride in my exacting detail and peerless skill. I take monster horns and engrave them, transforming them into beautiful ornaments. But my technique has progressed to the level where these middling horns can't withstand the intricate level of detail that I try to grace them with. They fall apart as I'm working.
Oh, yeah?
That's too bad. If only there was a horn that was tough enough to withstand your technique. Oh, but that's the thing. There is a horn worthy of my skill. Apparently, within the Forsaken Tower, there's a giant called Orgas. Orgas. Ogre, seriously. This is misspelling. Like Goblins, seriously. Whose horn surpasses all others. But that tower is infested with monsters. The ebony horn is basically impossible for a normal person to retrieve. Why I think the task could only be completed by someone who demonstrated a great amount of valor at the exhibition of the brave. If only someone like that was about, I'll do it. Okay, don't worry. Oh, can it be? Now that I get a better look at you, it is. You're the young candidate that everyone's talking about. Yes, of course. You could save me in my darkest hour. What's with the theatrics? It's obvious that he recognized you right away. Whatever, you're going to give us a reward for this, right? Of course, my pockets are overflowing with advance payments from countless patrons of the arts. Like I mentioned, you can find the Orgas within the nest of monsters, known as the Forsaken Tower. Yes, I got you.
Give it a shot. Gotta get prepared.
Tavern in the inn district. Would they sell it or something? By a fiend of the Forsaken Tower in order to actually mark the Forsaken Tower on the map. Oh, I see. We have to do that. Okay, so in the recruitment center there was supposed to be a guy. Oh no, you have to accept it. Hey, no need to thank me. I'm sure bounty hunting is calling your name too. Oh, I see. Bounty. We get bounty bonus now. That's good. Catholic.
This is what I've got.
The bounty contract this time is for Fatolish, the apparition, a monster who's taken up residence in a cemetery in Briarhaven. He's made the graveyard his personal undead paradise, chock full of demon skeletons ready to do his bidding. I know how strong you lot are, but this one seems like it'll be tough even for you. Even after everything we did at the exhibition, well then we'll just have to prove you wrong, won't we? Leave it to us. Tomb of Lament. No, it is an informant. Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, we'll just have to check it out later. Man, a lot of places are going there. Oh, what? Seriously? It's more further away? It's pretty far north, isn't it? Yes, it is. There's a shortcut.
This place.
Got it.
Got it. Then it's off to Anglers Inn Square to talk to that informant.